Now, it's The Law Show on CL 650. A comprehensive look at everything you need to know about the law.
Is there a calculation that you can do going in?
There is, yeah. The child support's based on federal child support guidelines, which were adopted in the province as well. And they're called guidelines, but as one judge has referred to them, they're basically must lines. And if you earn this amount of money, you have this many children, this is what you pay.
And does that get updated every few years?
Yeah, it came in 97, and it's been updated, I think, twice. Mm-hmm. So in 06 and 2011. So we're probably due for a new one that'll update the amounts that you pay. It varies by province as well. So it's based on where the payor resides. And
where the children reside? Or
no, that's where the claim usually is made, but the amounts paid are based on where you live. Mm-hmm. Taxes are different, tax rates, etc. Now, there are some factors that play into what the amount is, and even though the guideline says if you earn $120,000, you pay, we'll just say $1,500, depending on the number of children, it does factor in as to whether or not you have the children more than 40% of the time.
So if you have the children longer, your amount goes down.
If it's over 40.
Right.
Sarah's kind of the guru on child support because she did that for years for the provincial government. But basically, if there's a shared situation, meaning that both parents have the children 40% of the time at least, there is a possibility to go off the guideline amount and come up with a kind of a set-off amount. But there's a lot of other factors that play into that.
And Sarah, how many parents decide this amount without going to court? Are they pretty reasonable, or are people entrenched in their views?
Well, I mean, it's hard to say because most of the people that are coming to see us haven't sorted it out.
Right.
So typically, if people are able to, agree and actually get the child support paid, they're probably able to deal with other things amicably as well. So we wouldn't tend to see those individuals.
Now, and what about women who are now being told they have to pay support? Is that a shock?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a case where a female had to pay spousal support to a
once. You had one client.
Once, yes, permanently disabled spouse in a long-term marriage. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's important for women to understand that if you're the higher breadwinner and you're sharing the children equally, you may well be on the hook for child support or spousal support.
Is it still the man that pays more often typically?
Usually, yes, because usually still men earn more. And often it can also factor in that even if the mom earns more money, the children may be with her more of the time, mm-hmm. so therefore the dad would still pay. Mm. We do have a lot more, of course, professional women coming in that earn more income. But at the same time, they often, even when they do have professional designation, they may work part-time to take care of the children.
Sure.
Whereas men don't tend to work part-time to take care of the children. At least in my practice, it's changing a little, but I haven't had that many women that have had to pay child maintenance. Mm-hmm. And usually when you tell the moms they have to, most of their friends don't pay, so it's more of a, well, you earn more money and you have to assuage it a bit because I think just historically they figure they'll be receiving the child maintenance.
Yeah, and you're right. Often when you have two professionals working, the person that's going to take some time away from work will be the mom in those early years especially, while the dad continues to work.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that hasn't changed.
No, and it's especially in our profession, it's difficult when you are the mom, and because you're always the one called away usually to take care of the children.
And when they're sick.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
You're the one that calls in and says I won't be in.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.